Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. It is Wednesday, the 17th of June at 3:30 p.m. UK time. I hope that you are having a good day today, and I wish you grace and peace in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I wanted to do a very quick video about this information which I found quite interesting. So there seems to be a lot of dividing going on. And what you can see in front of you is a diagram which I've put together just hoping to depict this. And starting at the top left hand side, this was the June 5 eclipse which happened about 12 days ago. And as you can see, this was a prenumbrial lunar eclipse, which means that it cuts the moon in half. So the projection of the sun's light onto the moon is cut off by the earth, and that is the spherical shape of the earth that you can see, and so that is a prenumbrial lunar eclipse cutting the moon in half. Then on the right hand side here you can see this is the July 5 eclipse. This is the one which is coming up in a couple of weeks, and this is the same. As you can see, there is a prenumbrial lunar eclipse and the earth is at a slightly different location, and that is also cutting the moon in half. So on the June 5th eclipse, the moon was going into the northern portion above the ecliptic, and on the July 5 eclipse the moon is going into the southern section below the ecliptic. So I thought that was quite interesting. That's cutting the moon in half. Then in addition to this, the solar eclipse, which is happening right in between these two lunar eclipses, and so it is cutting the month in half, which is between these two lunar eclipses. And in this solar eclipse, which is happening on the 21st of June, from Israel's perspective, it is a partial solar eclipse, so it's not a full eclipse as it will be seen in areas like India or the Congo in Africa or Taiwan, but this will be a partial solar eclipse. So therefore, from Israel's perspective, that is cutting the sun in half. And as you'll know, if you watched my previous video, I covered the Saros cycle, which this solar eclipse is happening on, and this Saros cycle is number 36, and I've depicted that here, of 70 solar eclipses, and those 70 solar eclipses are happening over the duration of 1,244 years, and it just so happens that this solar eclipse is the one that cuts that directly in half. So the Saros cycle is being cut in half, the sun is being cut in half from Israel's perspective, and the solar eclipse is cutting the month in half, which the two lunar eclipses occurred on, and those were cutting the moon in half. Then, in addition to this, you'll know that they are dividing God's land, and that is cutting God's land up, and that is happening supposedly the 1st of July, and the 1st of July is cutting the year in half. So there seems to be a lot of dividing going on, cutting things in half: years, the moon, the sun, God's land, Saros cycles, and I thought you would find that quite interesting. I love you very much, and I will see you in the sky.